What's up, YouTube? This is Tyson, and this is my first video. Um, I will. This is gonna be a channel with a bunch of life lessons and life talks that I can give to you, spanning between 2 to 10 minutes, roughly. But I just wanted to talk about my experiences and honestly improve the life of some other people with this channel. That's the reason I'm making it. But anyway, let's get into it. The topic we're going to be talking about today is why it is okay to be naive. And now, this is a problem that I have dealt with in the past where it is like, I don't want to be naive and I don't want to know if something is wrong when it isn't. So, like, for example, let me give you a definition of what naive is. Naive is where you know something is like you're people say they don't want to be naive when they're like, oh yeah, there's something that I think is wrong, but I'm gonna act like there's not. And that's a that's a problem that some people have, is not being naive, including myself. I used to think that being upset and anxious over some problems is better than being naive, because I've thought, oh yeah, well, if I'm already preparing myself, then it won't hurt as much, which is not true, as we can see in the long run. Um, for example, if I was in a relationship and I was super worried about if the person was going to talk to me all the time, or if they were okay, or if they were cheating or whatever you could worry about. And then I was like, oh, I might as well worry, because if I'm naive and I find out, then I'm going to be so heartbroken. But at the end of the day, you're going to be heartbroken either way. So wouldn't you rather have an interesting piece of life and actually enjoy life than having to worry all the time? Because a lot of people worry, and it's not easy to not worry, but I feel like that's the first thought we do, is worry. Instead, we should think about being naive and being okay with not being able to worry and have to enjoy life. So if next time your girlfriend or something is going out with her friends and you're like, oh, I think something's wrong, but they haven't really gave you a lot of pieces to believe that, then in my opinion, you should go ahead and be naive instead of the worrying part, um because whenever there's a bad, there can be a good. Whenever you're worrying about how bad something could be, you could also be thinking about, oh, well, she's probably not, because she's loyal and I know her and I trust her. And she's probably just having a good time with her friends, so I should enjoy my time alone. And eventually we'll talk again. That's what we have to do. That's what you have to do. You have to be able to rely on yourself, obviously, and not be super naive, or not be super worried. But now here's where you gotta be careful with being naive, though. You can't be super naive if there is a problem. Like, for example, let's say you are getting blatantly disrespected by someone time and time again, and are you're not growing because of it, because you just keep getting disrespected. But you're like, all right, you know what? I'll be naive, and it's okay. I like seeing this person, and I'll just be here whenever they need me. That's good and bad. You have to put yourself, have boundaries with yourself, and know when to not be naive and step in and be like, because if you're a doormat, then you're not gonna be ever like respected. You're just gonna be walked all over, and honestly, um, people won't respect you ever if you're just gonna let other people walk all over you, which is tough, but you're gonna have to accept the fact that being naive sometimes is okay. And honestly, the narrative that it makes it less like makes it better if something goes wrong is not true. Honestly, from experience, I can tell you that no matter what, it will be upsetting if something bad happens. But at least if you're naive, you can look back and be like, I didn't let this get to my head, and I didn't let this ruin me. So that's also you could do after too. You could be excited and happy to move on, instead of being, oh, why was I so naive? Why was I so this, that? Be like, I trusted this person. It didn't work out, but they just weren't the right person, and they weren't this, they weren't what happened. And um you could be super naive and also be happy and just enjoy and know what you have in your life. Focus on what you have to have, and then if you start worrying about an outcome, like, oh well, I do good on this quiz, then maybe you could go in there thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna do good on this quiz. That's optimism, not really naive, be naive or not, but you understand what I'm saying. It's all about the mindset you have with everything. And honestly, if you have a negative mindset, that could hurt you with people, relationships, friendships in the future. If you're if you're negative, then it could affect you by people not wanting to talk to you, and it comes off in your personality more than you expect. If you are super like overthinking stuff in your head, you might not think that people, if you talk to them, people could see it, but people could definitely see it. It's just in your tone, your body posture, everything that you might not be as confident or as prepared as some other people. And that's nothing against what you have. It's just you have to be able to control your thoughts, and that's a big thing for some people. So it's okay to be naive. It's okay to enjoy your time, because if you're worrying about a girl or anything in your life, and you're thinking about, oh yeah, what if this will go wrong? What if she's out? What if she's out at a party and she says she's not doing anything with any other guys, but she is, and she doesn't text me in 20 minutes, and I know, stop. Just just relax. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy that you're able to breathe and have your own body. Enjoy that you have the ability to have people in your life. Talk to a friend. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Drink water. Just enjoy time. Enjoy your time. You could read a book. Like, just do what you need to do, because there are a lot of other stuff in the world than these problems that you guys might be facing. And doing other stuff might make it easier for you to be naive or just happier as a person. So not only naive, that's what I'm getting at. Be happier as a person and less worried, because you could look back at it and be like, oh, I was super naive. How could I not see this coming? Or you could look back at it as, man, at least I trust this person and I could grow from this. My trust might have been broken, but it also at the end of the day, what if it was all thoughts for nothing? What if you were thinking, man, why was I so worried about nothing? And then you could be like, oh, I just wish I worried less, and then I could have enjoyed my time better. So it's a double-edged sword, but overall, just be happy with everything you do. Be happy with the people you have in your life. Be happy with the people that you don't have in your life. Be happy with you and all the circumstances that you have that other people don't have. So thank you for tuning into this video. This is my first time. I'll probably get better at this after, but have a good night.